The Roblox Innovation Awards are already becoming a disaster before they've even started. And this is something that like almost no one is talking about, so let's just get straight into it. So just in case you didn't know, the Roblox Innovation Awards, according to the Roblox Wiki, is an annual event held by Roblox, and it aims to recognize the artistic, creative, and social abilities of its player base. Originally intended for video creators and animators, the program has expanded to officially include artists, social media influencers, and game creators. Near the end of each year, Roblox's community can send their vote in for each category, where for most categories, 5 final nominees are picked at a later date to finalize the voting process. This was also then streamed on platforms such as Twitch and YouTube, and TikTok sometimes too. And this year, the 2026 Innovation Awards voting was announced on July 6th via their Twitter and also on the Dev Forum post, which is how you access a link to vote. And the deadline for nominations was set on every single platform to be July 14th. But whenever you go to check that link to, submit your nominations, it actually came up saying that the survey is currently not active, which is really weird because the deadline is not meant for another 2 days as of recording this video. And this is a lot of people wondering, what is going on? Why is this, link not working? Why can't we nominate things for our favorite games? We want to, choose the winners for, the Roblox Innovation Awards, but they can't because they're being locked out by Roblox themselves. If you do a little bit digging, it says that Qualtrics is the owner of their survey thing that they're, the thing they're using to broadcast their nomination survey. And I checked if, their systems were down or there was something wrong with the website. So, I checked if Qualtrics was down, I checked if that was okay, and when I checked, everything was operational. All the systems were operational. So it's very clearly, obviously, not on their side. It's something that Roblox has done themselves by turning it off. And this is really strange because, like I said, the 14th is the deadline and we're not there yet. So what gives? Why are they cutting it off so early? There's a lot of people theorizing that it could be bots, like people are spam voting for, brain rot games. There's poor, slop games, so that people that don't deserve it can win. They're, paying people to have bots go in and completely rig the votes, which is stupid and dumb, and well, that's just a horrible thing to begin with, and hopefully that doesn't happen or isn't the reason that it's shut down right now. But a lot of things linking to saying that that's not actually the reason why it's shut down, which is good. A reason that I think this isn't it is because Roblox then said later that they were going to open an audio category for the Roblox Innovation Awards and to submit the best use of audio at the survey link that's also on Qualtrics, the same survey site, and if you click that link as well, it's also currently inactive. And to announce this, they put it in a reply to their own tweet, and so it didn't get as much traction as what the main tweet got, so everyone just kind of thought there's no way that it can be bots because no one saw this. So what is actually going on? Because obviously by now you've probably figured as much, but they haven't made a public statement about this, so we are currently just left in the dark. We don't know what's going on, but they're saying they shut it down because they got way too many votes and people voting going in. But I thought, if it's a nomination system and in past years they've had millions, tens of millions, even hundreds of millions of people vote, why would they shut it down before even 600,000 people saw their original tweet? This doesn't make sense. So what's really going on with this? And genuinely, I literally can't find anything else but saying that they shut it down because there was too many voters going into it, which is just so stupid. Because why would they shut it down so early when there is so many more people that could vote? Because they're so used to having more people vote. Like I said, only 600,000 people have seen this post, so no one has voted. Are they trying to smaller their sample size so that there's less votes, or so they can kind of rig it a little bit to make it easier to say this person won and this person didn't? Or are they just trying to make their workload lighter so this is slightly easier to sift through? And this was only open for 3 days, so there's actually, I don't understand how they could have such a massive influx of people voting in 3 days. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up, and Roblox needs to explain what's actually going on. I'm only seeing from news outlets and other places that it is down for that reason, but I feel like that's wrong. It doesn't seem correct to just shut it down because, oh, we've had too many people voting, we need to shut it down now. I also don't think it's fair for the people that wanted to vote, because not everyone saw this, because like I said, it was only up for 3 or 4 days. So people that wanted to genuinely vote and put effort into their vote and say, okay, I want this person to win, I want this person to win, and they actually thought about it and they were just, brainlessly voting for the stupid brain rot game, they don't get to have their say because they didn't see this, because it didn't get enough traction and they just shut it down early for no reason. That's what I'm completely confused about. Yet again, there obviously was other ways for people to find this link to, do the voting, but generally most people would have found it through the Twitter, I feel like. So that's why I'm just not understanding how they've had quite too many votes. And I think the main thing Roblox needs to learn from this is to, actually take accountability and tell us what's going on instead of us learning from news outlets. Because, as a transparent company, or what should be a transparent company because of how big they are, they have not told us anything, and they should really start working on that, because they keep doing this with multiple surveys, multiple things that they run. They can't just launch them and get rid of them as they please without saying anything, and then we have to learn later from other outlets that it's gone, which is fine, I guess, if you want to say it like that, but I genuinely think we should be hearing it from them straightforward and not some random news outlet that tells us otherwise. Don't get me wrong, RTC and other news outlets like that are amazing, and they give me a lot of content because they report on everything and I'm able to deal with what they're talking about and to go more in depth and make content based off what they've said. But genuinely, I just don't understand why they can't just say it themselves, and it just kind of feels like they're trying to leave us out of the loop, and I kind of find it disrespectful. That's genuinely all I wanted to talk about in today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and check out the other videos on my channel that cover Roblox news exactly like this one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day or night, depending on when you're watching this or where you're from. Like I said in my last video, I'm about to go on holiday, so don't expect too many more videos for a little bit, but I'll see you on the next one. See ya.